Hello everybody on YouTube, it's Michael here, and in the next 5 videos I'll be showing you everything that is on the Burswood LS-939 keyboard. Now with this keyboard, I wouldn't usually go for a keyboard like this, but this keyboard was given to me back in April 2014, so nearly 9 years ago. Now this is just a very basic keyboard, which is ideal for beginners. It's not like Yamaha or Casio, Roland, etc. It's the brand under the name of Burswood. Now, as you on my videos, you'll be able to see Burswood, the brand name, but you won't see the model number. The model number is actually at the back of the keyboard, as shown on this picture here. And as you can see, the model number or model name is the LS-939. So yep, the LS-939 Burswood. So yep, it's just a very basic keyboard, so there's nothing really special about it. I wouldn't go for one of these myself, but since I got given it, well, I wouldn't turn down on a free keyboard. And at least with this keyboard, it gives me a reason to make video content of it, as I'm doing now, so you can hear what it sounds like. I'd say that it's very basic. I mean, the keyboard, it's not bad for a beginner, so the keyboard's all right, but kind of basic when it comes to sounds and rhythms. So with the videos I'll be doing of this keyboard, I'll be doing a quick tutorial video, which will be this video. And the next video will be showing the 100 sounds, but they don't call them sounds on this keyboard. They call them Tam-ber or timbres. Although it is spelt as if it was to say timber or timbre or tombre, etc. But I've done some research on it and it's pronounced Tam-ber. Okay, so after showing the sounds or timbres, the next 2 videos will be showing the 100 rhythms, and the last video will be showing the 12 demonstration songs. So right now, here is the tutorial of the Burswood LS-939 keyboard. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is going to be a quick tutorial of the Burswood LS-939 keyboard. This is just a very simple basic keyboard, so there's not going to be many functions to show, especially with a keyboard such as this one, which is only classed as a toy keyboard. So there you go. Right, so the first thing that I'm going to show you on this tutorial of the Burswood LS-939 keyboard, and that is these buttons here, in which you have master volume, accompaniment volume, tempo and transpose. So I will show those to you. First of all, we have the master volume, which is, well, it's set at 10 when you turn on the keyboard. It goes up to 15. And it goes down to 0, but with 0 the volume is completely turned down. So that's just the master volume, and now we have the accompaniment volume. Okay, so that I think the default is either 12 or 11 when you turn on the keyboard. And let me just turn on the Accomp. Let's just put that back to default. Okay, so that's master volume and accompaniment volume. And now we have the tempo. which goes up 4 numbers every time you press the plus and minus. Okay, so the default tempo is 120 for this rhythm. Tempo goes up to 140. And the minimum is 60. Now, speaking of the tempo, I'm just going to go through some rhythms. I'm going to see if the rhythms have their own designated tempo. So let's say rhythm 4, for instance. Doesn't seem like it does. Okay, so neither and not so the rhythms doesn't have their own designated tempo. By the looks of things. Like with the Yamaha keyboards, when you press these 2 buttons simultaneously, you get the default tempo for every style. But it doesn't look like that's the case for this keyboard. Okay, and last is the transpose, which goes up to 12 semitones, so it's an extra octave, and it goes down to -12. And you press these 2 simultaneously to get the default transpose. So let me just turn that down a second. And that's the transpose. So there you go. And that is the master volume, Accomp volume, tempo and transpose. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to show you, and that is the rhythm control. So we got the rhythm controls, we got the start, stop, sync, fill in, intro / ending. And then we have different fingering styles of chords. So we got like single finger, fingered and manual bass and chord off. So I will show that to you. Very, very simple, really. So we go to single finger. So all we need to do is press 1 finger. Or go to fingered. We need to use multiple fingers to play a chord. And we go manual bass, which doesn't do anything really. I'm pressing manual bass, and nothing happens. And then chord off to turn off the chord, so that you've got the piano or whatever other sound you're using. So you're basically turning a comp off. Okay, so now I'm going to go through some style controls. So we've got the start, stop. Sync start. So that the rhythms will start as soon as you play the keys. And then we have a fill in. And intro / ending. So we're going to press sync, intro. That's the intro. And now ending. So there you go. And that is rhythm control. And also, in order to select sounds, you press this button here to get the sounds, and you press rhythm so you can select rhythms. And also note that on this keyboard, it is not known as sounds or voices. It looks to me like, although it looks as if it says timbre or timbre or tombre, I've done some research. It is actually pronounced Tam-ber. That's what they call sounds on this keyboard. And then we have rhythm. So yep, sounds are called Tam-ber. So that is style control or rhythm control. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to show you, and that is keyboard percussion. So the keyboard has its own drum kit. As you can see, you've got the drum mapping here on the keys. Not only that, we also have some drum pads here. But there's a button here called keyboard percussion. So when you press that, percussion, and now the keyboard sounds is the drum kit. Although I don't think the drum mapping's right. So you see this key here, we have hand clap. I'll press this key. Sounds nothing like a hand clap. But it's just a very basic keyboard, so I don't think the drum mapping's right, really. So here's a tambourine. Or let's try, how about cowbell? Let's get out of that. So there you go. And that is keyboard percussion, along with the drum pads. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to show you, just a few basic functions. We have sustain, vibrato, and metronome. So I'll show that to you. Here we have sustain, because the keyboard itself doesn't have a sustain jack at the back of the keyboard. So, but we do have a sustain button. So I'm just going to turn the sound down a bit. So here's the sound without sustain. And now I'll press the sustain button. Turn that off. So that's sustain. Sustains. Okay, yep. So that's sustain. And now we have vibrato. Hopefully you can pick it up on this video. So here's the sound without vibrato. And now sound with vibrato. Let's just go to another sound in which you may be able to hear the vibrato better. So here's without vibrato and with vibrato. Okay, so that's vibrato. And now we have metronome. And whenever you turn off the metronome and back on again, you can change the time signature of that metronome. So I'll show that to you. So we just press metronome. So it's on time signature 1. I'll press it and press it again. Time signature 2. Turn it off again. time signature 3, as if it was a waltz style or waltz beat. And again, time signature 4. And we can keep doing that up to, so we can go up to time signature 8. So there you go. And that's some of the basic functions we have. Sustain, vibrato and metronome. It's pretty much the only basic functions we have on the keyboard. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to show you, and that is Percussion Program, in which you can play with either the drum pads or the keyboard percussion and record your own sort of drum phrase. So I'll show that to you. So first of all, we press this here button, Program, and we can either play with the pads here, and then once you've finished, and there's this button next to it called No Play, and we just play that. We just press this button and it will play back all the percussion sounds I played in fast time. Okay, and we can also press Program again, and we can use the keyboard keys for percussion. Okay, I've run out of usage there, and I can play that back. So there you go, and that is Percussion Program, in which you can use either the drum pads or keyboard percussion and play any of the drum sounds and play them back just as I did here. But you don't have to play that fast, you can take your time playing each of the drum sounds. And that is Percussion Program. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to show you, and that is the record function, which allows you to record your own songs. However, upon doing so, the keyboard will be monophonic, so we can't play multiple notes at the same time, as you can hear like just now. We go to record mode. And as you can hear, it's monophonic, and now I can play that back. Okay, let's see if we can record using a rhythm. So I'm going to select my sound. Oh, let's get out of the record mode. There we go. Okay, we'll select that sound and we'll select the rhythm. We'll select a rhythm as well. We'll just do single finger. Okay, so now I'm going to see if we can record using a backing rhythm. Let's try that again. No, it doesn't look like you can, but we can still play this back. So there you go. And that is the record function, which allows you to record melodies. I've tried recording rhythm, but it doesn't look like you can on here. I don't have the manual for this keyboard since I was given this keyboard, so I don't know if there's any way you can record using the rhythms. No. It looks to me like you can't record with the rhythm as well as the melodies, which is unfortunate really, but it's only a very basic keyboard really, so there you go. Okay, so that is record function to record your own songs, but the keyboard will only be monophonic when you press record and start playing melodies. Okay, so now the next thing that I'm going to show you, and this is just going to be a quick pointer of the sounds, or timbres as they call them on this keyboard, is that certain sounds seem to be like a couple of semitones higher or lower, even if you don't press the transpose button. So I'm just going to go through some sounds and I'll show that to you. So we got our normal piano sound. Let's turn that down. So notice that I haven't pressed the transpose button. And I'll go to the last sound, 99, which is marimba, though it doesn't sound like a marimba. Notice that I haven't pressed the transpose button. So the transpose is still at 0. And here's the piano. Notice that that sound is 2 transposes down, even though I didn't press any of the transpose to change the do the key change. That's not the only sound. Let's say 96, for instance, or let's see 94. So I'm just going to go through some sounds. Let's go to some more of the high 80, say. Or so notice that some of the sounds seems to be like a couple of semitones down compared to like other sounds like the piano, even though I didn't press the transpose button to make it sound like that. So that's just a quick pointer of some of the sounds sounding like that they've been transposed down for some reason. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to show you on this tutorial of the Burswood LS-939 keyboard, and that is song control. Now, this keyboard has 12 built-in demonstration songs. And then we have these buttons here. We have Demo 1, which just loops a single demo song over and over. And we have Demo All, which shows all of the 12 demo songs. One key and guide. Now, the one key is like on the Yamaha keyboards, in which you can play any notes you want and it will still sound like you're playing the right note. And guide, well, I will show that to you. So, and another good thing about the songs is that you can change the melodies. So I will show that to you. So we're going to press Demo 1, which just shows it's called Demo 1 because it just shows you, it just loops the same demo over and over until you change the demo song. So I'll show that to you. We can change the melody of that sound. Okay, so you press the button again to stop it, and you press it again, and it will play the next song. Although changing the melodies of the song is probably like one of the best features of this keyboard. It's quite similar to that of the entry-level Yamaha keyboards with the melody voice change. Okay, so we have here Demo All. Let's just... Okay. Now Demo All, it plays all of the demo songs. So Demo 1, this button here, it just loops the same demo over and over. Demo All, it plays all of the demo songs. There are 12 in total. And now one key, and let me just play a song. Which is basically like a built-in lesson. Let's just play another song. So I'll play that one. Oh. Let's go back. Okay, so now the one key, this one. And now the keyboard waits for us to play. So as you can see, it doesn't matter what keys you play. And now we have the guide, in which we need to play the right notes. And when we don't play for a while, the keyboard will play. so that's just the guide function, in which you need to play the song in the right notes if you can, and when you stop playing, the demo will play as it usually would. Okay, so there you go, and that is the song control, which we have demo 1, which loops the same demo over and over, demo all, in which it will play all demo songs. 1 key is like a beginner's lesson. It doesn't matter if you play the wrong keys, the demo song will still always sound as if you're pressing the right key. And we have guide here, in which you can practice your timing and the right notes. And when you don't play for a while, the demo song will play as normal until you play the keys again. And that is song control. Okay, so this is now the end of the tutorial video of the Burswood LS-939 keyboard. I do hope you have enjoyed this video and that you have found it useful. So please do write back to me and tell me what you think. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video, in which I'll be showing the 100 sounds, or Tam-ber as they call them on this keyboard.